Hey guys.
Alexander, over here. It's obviously been, I think, almost a year since we last saw you, so I guess, how's life been since then? I heard you have kind of re-changed your team a bit, so I guess how's life both in camp and then outside of camp since your last fight?
Yeah, 1 year ago I fought the same city here, Azamat Murzakanov. I lost, and after that it was a rough year for me, hard, by the way. After the fight I made some changes. The first time, basically, in my career to change teams. And starting with the new team with my head coach, Nemanja Milosevic from Serbia, February this year. And I'm living in Vienna, Austria, but my roots are from Serbia and I'm Serbian. So I've been from February till the fight day now more often in Serbia than in Austria. So leaving the family, leaving the kids. So just to improve and to change things. And I really can say that I change as a person, as a fighter. Also, how I see MMA as a sport, he changed. My coach changed it, and the style how he trains, and it was a really hard one for me. But here we are. I really can't wait to perform on Saturday. And life outside MMA and sports has been great. I have two healthy, beautiful kids, a wife, and I just say God bless me with that.
What was the reasoning for the change in camp, and do you wish you had made this change maybe earlier in your career?
Yeah, it could be earlier, but I'm a very loyal person, and I achieved with my old team what I achieved. We were 2021 ranked number 2 in the rankings. This was the best ranking. Then I got injured and something like that happened. But in that after that Ankalaev fight, I rewatched the fight. I talked to them, I just needed to be selfish in that moment and to see where I'm at. And this was my third loss in a row against a former champion. By the way, I lost to the guy, but just want to mention it that none of those guys are like beating me up or finishing. I mean, Yuri, yes, but before the fight. But I just want to say I always put a great output against tough opponents, former champions, and that makes me very proud and gives me the confidence that I know I can be the best. So after the fight, I talk to them. I say, hey, I need to move I need to change something. I need to move on. And in my mind was only one name. That's Nemanja Milosevic, a good friend of mine. I know him for 15 years. He was a pro MMA fighter before. He was in the Serbian Special Forces, and the last 8 years he's a coach. And through him, I saw how he treat his guys and the success what he has as a coach. So it was only a matter of time when we're gonna work together.
Well, you mentioned it, and I was going to ask, when fans see these 3 losses in a row, do you, like you mentioned, it's 3 former champions, 3 of the best fighters ever. So on paper it looks bad, but compared to your performances, and you even got hurt in one of them, it's not as bad as it probably looks, right?
I mean, everybody wants a victory, and I want it as well. And it is what it is. I fought only the best and former champions, so I don't have an easy way, and I don't want to have an easy way. And that's the reason UFC is the best in the world, because they have the best fighters. And when I'm getting old, like maybe 60, 70, 80, I can say to my children, grandchildren, that I fought the best of the best in my time. And that's it.
What did you think of when they approached you with Azamat's name? He's undefeated on this tear of knockouts. You used to be that guy in the UFC on this run with all the finishes. So what do you think he's thinking approaching this fight? Because you were in this same position at one point in your career.
Yeah, I was in the same position. Now I'm the veteran. I'm the guy who has more fights than him in the UFC. I mean, uh, I was in a position where I couldn't pick any opponent or can't choose any opponent. So I took what the UFC offered me, and that case was Azamat. And yeah, he is 15-0. 5-0 in the UFC, a dangerous guy, top 10, a good challenge for me, and I really can't wait to test myself against his style because I believe in myself, and I said it this week earlier, I really can't wait not to finish the fight, to start the fight, just to having some fun in there because I know how much effort I put in that camp, you know. Especially the last 8 weeks was really hard for me, really. Like, yeah, I just don't want to talk about so much. I just want to show you on Saturday that my improvements.
And just last one for me. You've fought every style of fighter in there pretty much. So does Azamat present anything that you've seen that impresses you or stuff that you hadn't seen in the UFC yet?
I mean, he's a striker. We all know that. I mean, I know that. I study him. But of course, I think he comes from the region where wrestling is sports number one. So I don't think that he can't wrestle or grapple. For sure, he will be ready for that. So, but his background is striking, and my thoughts are that he will strike against me. So my background is also striking. I mean, I think, but I grapple and wrestle for the last 15 years, and yeah, we will see where the fight goes. I will have the answers of his action. Of his my reaction of his actions. So we will see where the fight goes. But I think he's undefeated for a reason, and we will test that on Saturday. I would be the first guy to put the O away, and would be a great start to get a title fight in the future.
Aleksandar, right here. So the question is about the height difference and the reach difference. Have you ever thought someone with this big difference?
Yes, I mean, I fought Devin Clark. I mean, Azamat fought him as well, 2018. I think they're same height. And it's of course, they are dangerous. And I know Azamat is... he has only like opponents that are taller than him, so he get used to that. For me, fighting a shorter guy, like such a shorter guy, was something maybe new, but and he is a southpaw. And when I got the name Azamat Murzakanov as an opponent, I talked to my coach, and he already had like 3-4 names as sparring partner. And I was thinking that I will have a harder time to find right sparring partners who can imitate Azamat, who are lefties, who are 180 centimeter and about 103, 4, 5 kilos. So, but no, it went like pretty good, and I had really good sparring partners to imitate Azamat. And yeah, we'll see on Saturday if everything goes according to plan what we trained for.
So it was probably harder for him to find the taller sparring partners than for you to find shorter ones.
I don't know. That's up to his team.
All right, thank you.